Washington's freaking out right now because the IMF just dropped a warning that basically says the US is losing its financial grip on the world, and China's out here scooping up influence like it's a Black Friday sale. The fund says more countries are ditching the dollar and sliding toward the yuan, and the numbers behind that shift are wild. China pumped over $2 trillion in new loan capacity in just 9 months, and that kind of cash makes smaller economies gravitate straight into Beijing's orbit, whether Washington likes it or not. And honestly, the global economy just doesn't trust the US the same way anymore. Years of trade war chaos, tariffs flying like dodgeballs, and political drama every 5 minutes have shaken confidence, while China's waving around cheaper loans, easier terms, and a financial system that works outside America's control. At this point, a lot of countries don't want the dollar's mood swings, they want stability, and Beijing's selling exactly that. China's credit fire hose isn't random either. Their economy's hurting from a slow property sector and weak exports, so Beijing started pushing yuan, lending both inside and outside the country. Every swap line and offshore loan boosts their economy while chipping away at the dollar. Those PBOC swap lines basically let foreign banks borrow yuan without touching the dollar, and once a country plugs into that lifeline, guess who they depend on? China. Latin America's already knee-deep in this. She showed up at a forum in 2025 and dropped a 66 billion yuan credit line, plus 100 new projects, ports, energy, digital systems, you name it. Chinese companies now operate ports all over the region, and ports aren't just docks, they're leverage. Dim sum bonds are exploding too, giving companies a way to raise money straight in yuan. Meanwhile, the US can't compete because high interest rates make dollar loans outrageously expensive. So Washington's spending billions to keep a partner close, while that partner's drifting toward Beijing anyway, which is just brutal. And China's not stopping. Its banks have quadrupled global yuan lending to over 3 trillion RMB and built systems like cips, their own mini SWIFT that lets countries move money without touching US networks. More trade is settling in yuan oil, metals, soybeans, iron ore, especially after China and Russia doubled down on yuan energy payments. Brazil's in on it too. The yuan even passed the euro in global trade settlement, and China's pushing its digital yuan across Asia and the Middle East with cheaper, faster cross-border payments. Countries drowning in debt love it because yuan loans cost less to service. Even US-aligned nations are checking out BRICS financing because it's smoother and doesn't come with political strings. Trump sees what's happening, which is why he's warning about disaster if his tariffs get blocked in court. His whole emergency powers tariff blitz shook global trust, and once trust cracks, the dollar isn't the unbreakable safe haven it used to be. Investors start questioning treasuries, borrowing costs rise, and America loses leverage. Central banks now hold more gold than US treasuries for the first time in decades. That's the clearest sign global trust is slipping. So while the IMF is trying to protect the dollar, the world's already making backup plans. The real question now is whether the US is ready for a post-dollar world or if that train already left the station. If you want to stay ahead of this shift and everything China's lining up next, hit subscribe and stick around because this story's just getting started.